just 28 days, exactly 4 weeks, stand between now and the kickoff of the 2025 NFL season. Training camps across the league are in full swing, with position battles intensifying, rookies trying to earn their place, and veterans sharpening their form. Playoff expectations are already building, and preseason football begins tonight, giving fans their first glimpse of how the season might unfold. Former Super Bowl champion and NFL analyst Logan Ryan has been studying the field closely, and while some of his predictions lean toward the usual contenders, he's also spotted a few surprise teams that could shake up the playoff picture. In the AFC, Ryan sees familiar powerhouses returning, but he also points to new threats. Over in the NFC, the 49ers and Eagles still lead the pack, but Detroit and Green Bay are determined to challenge the status quo. One of Ryan's boldest calls comes in the AFC West, where he predicts the Denver Broncos will finally unseat the Kansas City Chiefs for the division title. In his view, this is not an under-the-radar pick anymore. The hype around Denver is justified. Second-year quarterback Bo Nix, paired with head coach Sean Payton, is the perfect fit for a roster that boasts a strong offensive line, a dominant defensive front, and a top-tier secondary anchored by Pat Surtain II. Ryan notes the Broncos' savvy offseason moves, including bringing in several defensive pieces from San Francisco, and believes their balance on both sides of the ball will be enough to overtake Kansas City for the first time in years. If there's one team Ryan believes is primed for a breakthrough, it's the Baltimore Ravens. He insists that this season has to be the one where they finally push through to the Super Bowl. With Lamar Jackson coming off his best year, a devastating new 1-2 punch in the backfield with Derrick Henry, and perhaps the best receiving core in franchise history, Baltimore's offense is stacked. On defense, shifting Kyle Hamilton to free safety last year elevated them to the league's top pass defense, and the addition of Jair Alexander allows Marlon Humphrey to move inside to nickel, giving them unmatched flexibility in coverage. Ryan points out that many of Baltimore's recent playoff losses have come against Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. With Brady retired and Kansas City taking a step back in his projection, the Ravens' path looks clearer than it has in years. In the NFC North, Ryan still sees the Detroit Lions as the team to beat. Even after losing both of their coordinators, Detroit's roster is loaded with talent. Behind one of the league's best offensive lines, running backs Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery will power the ground game, while Jared Goff will use play action to connect with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. That said, Ryan also has high expectations for the Chicago Bears. Despite early reports of offensive coordinator Ben Johnson's frustrations with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams, Ryan believes Williams has the talent and the supporting cast to take Chicago to the next level. Better coaching, improved protection, and a defense that was already strong could propel the Bears past both the Packers and Vikings into second place in the division and a wild-card berth. The Los Angeles Rams are a different story, one entirely dependent on the health of Matthew Stafford. Ryan says a fully healthy Stafford could take the Rams deep into January, potentially even pushing them past the 49ers, but any significant injury could derail their season entirely. If he's healthy, they're dangerous. If not, they're out. It's that simple, Ryan warns. As for fringe playoff contenders, Ryan doesn't see much hope for the Dallas Cowboys. With Philadelphia and Washington both ahead of them in the NFC East and a brutal schedule awaiting, he predicts Dallas will finish third in the division. Micah Parsons' trade request only adds to the uncertainty. The New England Patriots, on the other hand, intrigue him. With Mike Vrabel at the helm and rookie quarterback Drake May showing promise, New England's improved secondary could keep them competitive. Ryan believes they can challenge the Jets and Dolphins for second place behind Buffalo, which would at least keep them in the playoff conversation. The Pittsburgh Steelers also fall into the almost category. Aaron Rodgers brings experience and leadership, but Ryan isn't sold on the supporting cast. In the end, he expects Joe Burrow and the Bengals to grab the second playoff spot in the AFC North, leaving Pittsburgh on the outside looking in. Ryan's NFC favorite remains the Philadelphia Eagles, not just because of their talent, but because of their leadership. Jalen Hurts' composure, A.J. Brown's maturity, and Saquon Barkley's professionalism give the Eagles a locker room built for the grind of another deep playoff run. In Ryan's way too early Super Bowl prediction, the Eagles return to the big game, but fall to the Baltimore Ravens. He believes the Ravens' depth, defensive versatility, and the unique threat Lamar Jackson poses will be enough to match and ultimately outlast Philadelphia on football's biggest stage. For now, it's all speculation. But that speculation ends soon. Preseason football kicks off tonight, with rookies making their debuts, position battles intensifying, and fans getting their first taste of the 2025 season. Among the storylines to watch, Ashton Jeanty suiting up for the Raiders in his first NFL action. The countdown is nearly over, and the road to Super Bowl LIX is about to begin.